Hello friends, and welcome to my continuing NextFest coverage for June 2026. We have reached that moment where I've already exhausted... No, let me rephrase that. We've reached that moment where I have exhausted all of the metroidvanias that look like they could be actual video games, rather than student projects, personal projects, and so on and so forth. I think this is possibly the earliest it's happened. We've certainly not made it up to like 20 plus Metroidvanias, as happened, I believe, last time and maybe the time before. So I'm going to switch, whilst listening to this rather nice music, to Metroidvania adjacent titles. I don't know anything about this one, save for the fact that it is tagged as Metroidvania. In fact, I can't even remember if this is one of the ones that I found on the NextFest page, or if this is one of the ones that a friend recommended to me. They've kind of blurred into one set of these games are installed, ready to play folders. So we've reached that moment of Demagen's just playing demos now. And we're going to go through a few of them. Most of them are either Souls-likes, dungeon crawlers, or do actually have the Metroidvania tag, as is the case with this one, but I believe it's a boomershooter more than anything else. The previous save that I don't have, sure. We've got no options as far as I can see, unless there's going to be a second menu screen. 1540. Nopta? For ages, mankind led the fight against the evil which dared to threaten its peace. Their strongest soldiers, doesn't need to be a comma there, were the Cavalier, warriors enhanced with magic and the blood of demons. These were no knights of shining armour. Their shine was left behind like the humanity they once had. Through their efforts, war has slowly been nearing its awaited end. But the fate of the two strongest Cavalier, the Cassian brothers, altered humanity's fates. One wished for peace, the other desired power. I didn't get a chance to read that, and I've forgotten to start the timer. The two heroes, Daigle and Aldous, were once a symbol of hope for humanity. Their combined might kept the forces of hell at bay. No demon could stand in their way. One has a gun, one has a sword. Nice little mushroom demon. After years of fighting together, their personal goals grew apart. Daigle wanted to retire and live in peace, while Aldous kept growing more and more obsessed with power and sought to defeat the Demon King. So the brothers went their separate ways. Aldous fought tirelessly against the demons until he stood at Hell's door, so he challenged the King of Demons and a fierce battle ensued. In the end, Aldous defeated the forces of evil and was celebrated a hero. There's a certain charm to the artwork here. I quite like it. In the meantime, Daigle moved on and started a family with a beautiful woman named Cora. The couple wed and settled down, and not soon after their son Alaric was born. These were happy times for the family. That's us. We're Alaric. Everything's going to go to shits. Clearly. After the death of the Demon King, Aldous' thirst for power wasn't satisfied. He took over the throne of demons, there's a surprise, and led the monsters to a conquest to achieve what the Demon King couldn't. Gasp! I am shooketh. Who could have seen that coming? Soon the kingdom of Nopta fell, and Aldous took over the castle. From there he sent out his army of demons and brought destruction to the land. Times of peace were no more. No more. No more. It would be nice if I could, click to move this on, but no, it's timed. To protect his family and put an end to Aldous' apostrophe after the reign of terror, Daigle set out to the castle. He didn't want to fight his own brother, but he had to be strong to keep his family safe. Filled with determination, he approached the castle gates and prepared himself for what's to come. He knew that only one would leave this place alive. Well, considering the game's called Alaric, I'm assuming he's not going to survive and this is just a prologue? Probably? Okay. We're in. So, it's press Q, not hold Q. Kick. R is potion, space is jump. Wonderful! I've come to this castle with guns with no ammunition in. Destroy the lamp for loot and ammo. This lamp. No. This lamp. Kick to gain ammo. Kick to parry. Okay. Press space to jump, or 2 times for a double jump. Press shift while walking in a direction to perform a dash. Okay. Potion. I was about to say I should probably rebind some of these keys, and then I remembered that it's given us absolutely 0 options. No coat. May get a little cold. Oh, settings. Oh, we do have a settings menu. It's just not enabled in the main menu for reasons. Let's put kick on 5. Oh no, 5 is lantern 1. Oh, well, that's kind of awkward. 5, 7, 8, 9. Lantern 2 is 6. I guess I'll make do with what we've got. Enter. Yes? No? Oh, no, there we go. It is actually working. I have a terrible aim, by the way, so this is not actually going to be very exciting for many of you. Unless you like laughing at people with very little skill. Oh, R is potion, it's not reload. That's not the way it works. Oops, I'm stuck on a... I mean, graphically, it's doing exactly what I would expect. Interesting that we're gaining gold. What's that? Oh, that stays there even if we've already picked up the stuff. Really? That hit me? Oops. Oh, I see. Left and right mouse button work for shooting because we've got 2 pistols. I was assuming that those would be used for climbing something, but apparently not. A box? Okay, so you can double tap. Why are we level 99? Oh wait, because we're the dad. But we're not going to stay as the dad, are we? This is all going to end in family tragedy. Terrible shooting. Ah, damn it. You can tell how often I play boomer shooters from how often I will be healing myself with absolutely no need to. Ooh, a mysterious green crack? Oh. Kind of assuming that that would be... Can I get up there? No, we don't have a mantle. So I assume this is here as something that we come back to. Save? Sure. I guess that's it in here? Oh shit, hello. So enemies have respawned. That's another health potion. Okay. The only thing I can think of is that I'm supposed to interact with this, but it's got no prompts. Huh. And those chests respawn as well. Are they supposed to do that? No, not getting up there. Right, is this just me missing the obvious? I definitely can't make it up to that. And there's definitely no way out of this chamber apart from the way we came in by. This is going to respawn all the dudes. Okay, is there something back here that I've missed? Oh dear, I've run out of ammo. Game over. Huh? That's not working. Oh, there we go. First impressions, people. Not even a sound effect to tell you that enemies have spawned behind you. And the hitboxes seem decent on them. Yeah, you've got to be reasonably precise, which I am not. I'm going to keep on pressing that for reload. This just seems like it's not persistence. Ah, can I get on top of here? Ah! That's really unclear. That very much blended in with the background. Unlock door. Enter. I've got no ammo again. This just takes us down to... No. Yeah, that is really... Unless you get up really close to it. probably want to do something about that. Oh, feck's sake. The music is getting increasingly more metal as we go. Enemy variety is low. Platforming feels okay, considering it's first-person platforming, which... Ow! See, even a torch atop one of them, like you've done here. I'd assume that this was a way to a secret, but... possible that this is the way forwards. Oh, I've capped out ammo. I hadn't realised there was a cap. Oh, hold on. Unlocked power kick. That lets us break through these green walls. Yes. Okay. I see. Yes. Let's save our game. Power kick. Oh, a chest with a key. I feel like those walls are supposed to actually break. The first one did, kind of. Right, we can now get through here. I wish the music didn't loop. Or didn't restart. Okay. The long room. And what happens if we fall? What do they throw at us? You probably noticed, by the way, that I'm not offering a huge amount of insightful commentary. It's because I have to concentrate a bit more when I'm playing shooters, because my aim sucks. I probably don't need to tell you that. You've probably noticed. And this is not the most exciting selection. That hits it. Yeah, realistically, you are in dire need of more enemy variety. You've got 2. Another key. And enemy spawn. Huh? Alright, where are we using this? Was there a chest? Oh, there was a door over there, wasn't there? Ah. Oh, okay, that's put me here. Sure. Ooh. A change of environments. Much needed. Mostly because it stops that music loop. Bah, bah, bah. Oh, we're going back inside. Oh. Ah, door behind the save throne. Brother? I was wondering when you intended to visit your dear brother. It has been far too long. Look what I had achieved while you were gone. Look what I have achieved. Are you proud of me, Daigle? This madness needs to stop. You've wreaked chaos for far too long. You call it madness? I call it order. The demons are under my control and the war is over. Even though you killed the Demon King, humanity lost this war. Look at you. A monster like this is not my brother. Brota. Silence! For I am your king. And I do not need your approval. Bow to me or die like the rest of the Titan Kingdom. I'm sorry this is to end like this, Aldous. May your soul rest in peace. Oh, I don't actually have any potions now, do I? I'm gonna die. I'm assuming I can't get... No, there's no potions in here. Oh, do I have to go through the talking again? Yes, I do! Gameplay! Oh, I've lost him. Oh. I thought I killed him. I had not. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was some healing in here, but... Blah, 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 blah. I don't know why you've modelled him with a sword, realistically. Oh, hello. Do you know, Alaric, with what little understanding the world is ruled? If I, capital I, shall fail to prevail, it'd be the one to... Oh. In a tragic twist of fate, Daigle met his end. Consumed by rage over his brother's betrayal, Aldous swore in Daigle's final moments that his family would be next. What? Oh, yes. Shortly after Daigle's passing, Aldous began his conquest, sending a small army of demons towards us. Wait, what, so we didn't beat him? What's the point of defeating his, what's the point of depleting his health bar then? Whatever. Cora knew what had to be done. She forced Alaric to flee while she held off the demons for as long as she could. She knew her time was limited and that her final moments were near. Stop! The demon baby is quite cool. The young boy ran, but there weren't many places left to go. Demons already roamed the land, having enslaved most of the free people of Nocta. Eventually they caught Alaric too. I love having to wait for stuff. Alaric was forced into labour as a slave, like so many beside him. Everyone was now property of Aldous, condemned to build and bring this nightmarish kingdom to life, but Alaric did not forget. Oh, potentially hitting space might have skipped that. So that was the prologue. We have no dash or anything now. We also have no guns because obviously we've been kept as a slave. Environment's nice. Music is slightly out of place, but that's kind of par for the course for these kinds of games. Mouse wheel button, whip. Oh, that feels weird. Yeah, clicking a mouse button for our attacks is a choice. Oh, and we can't even kick. Health potion. Oh, I can whip the candles. Nice. Ammo. There's a thing that I can use. Okay, hitbox on it is a little bit weird. You've got to aim to the left of where you actually want to hit. That probably needs a tweak, I would think. A game by Dominic Gregorius. So these are our introductory credits as we're making our way through the land. Made in Unreal Engine. Hello? Haven't seen you around here, have I? You couldn't call me Balthazar. Brings to a rotten place like this. Purpose, avoidance, sarcasm. I'm here to kill alders. You're not the first one to say this phrase. Many tried and lost their life here. Possibly make you true any difference. You killed my parents, turned this world to shit, and I won't find peace. Capital I. Alaric Cassian. Help? A merchant! Yes, that's how merchants work. Warning, this place is filled with horror and danger. Oh, I assume that we've got no cash now. Oh, I don't want to... I was assuming that we could see his wares by talking to him again, but no, instead we're stuck in a dialogue tree. For reasons. Kick. Kick launches enemies in the direction you are looking, but watch your distance. Don't stay in their attack range for too long. Do 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 do. Press Q to open the weapon wield. Okay. So that's our weapon when we haven't. Yeah, clicking the middle mouse button in just doesn't feel like a good. Got no ammo, so... Oh, now I do. Kick and whip damage, defense, critical chance. I've gone well over my 30 minutes. I am... I'm very torn. I think in terms of health potions, all one word. feel like we're going through the tutorial section here, which is dumb because we've already had an entire 30 minutes of tutorial. As for a demo, I kind of would have just lopped off that bit and started us here at the castle, collecting things, showing the player roughly kind of what's going to happen. Because this is the actual game, isn't it? This is the gameplay. This is, you know, what the game is going to be like. The stuff at the start was, but let's be honest, the stuff at the start was hampered horrendously by one single decision to have that column the same colour as the background and not have any way of picking it out. You know, I don't know how many times I walked past it, but the lack of the top that you could jump on kind of blended into the wall. Maybe it was a me thing, but I'd probably place money. Ooh. I don't know what's happening there. And there. Yeah. I think if you'd started just right here, getting into the castle, you could have given players a much better idea. Because it's not like, realistically, there was a lot presented in that story section. No, don't get me wrong, keep the story section in for the full game. But in terms of demonstrating, which is what a demo is, demonstrating what a game is going to be like, you know, this is much more this is much more active. This is much more kind of, this is what you could expect. You know, we've got an ability basically straight away. We've got a whip, which obviously people are going to, even if it's, I really don't like it being. Oh, you're a big dude. You were. I mean, don't get me wrong. In terms of effectiveness, the whip is doing exactly what you would expect it to do. It just feels really weird to be constantly hammering the middle, the scroll wheel. Maybe that's just my mouse. Maybe on other people's mice that's not an issue. But yeah, I think if you'd led with this, although, you know, it would be nice if, there we go, if the doors worked. There's no map or anything, so that's a choice. But that's going to do it. You know, you've had 30 minutes of my time. I really, really wish you'd started with this for the demo experience. You know, one of the mistakes, one of the subjective mistakes that a lot of indie devs make, and AAA devs, actually. In fact, let's just say one of the mistakes, the subjective mistakes that a lot of devs make, is that in a demo, people are going to care about your story. Actually, most people, especially around NextFest time that I've spoken to, this is not just me pulling information and making shit up out of my ass. Most of the people that I speak to that play demos at NextFest have got maybe a couple of hours to spare. And all they want to do is check out a small number of games, see what they're like, see what the gameplay is like. That whole story section was fine, apart from that obvious navigation issue. But has it actually helped me understand what this game is going to be like? Not really. Because there wasn't actually a lot of gameplay to it. It was mostly me just going around in circles trying to find that one thing that I couldn't see because of the choice artistically that you had made. This, on the other hand, the section that we've had since we became Alaric, much more in terms of, much better in terms of giving the player an impression of what the game is going to be like. You had a castle, you can start off at level 1, you're not even going to have a gun, you've got a whip, go from there. And in a demo, that gets the player into the action as how it will actually feel, as opposed to, yeah, I'm just going to give you a couple of guns, level 99, loads of health, yada, yada, yada. I don't know. That's just how I would have done it. I'm still, nevertheless, kind of intrigued by this. The Castlevania leanings are pretty obvious. I'll have to see if I can rebind the whip, because there's no way that I'd want to keep on clicking that on the middle mouse button. But yeah, this has got some potential. I know I sound like I'm talking shit about it. There's a lot of flickering textures, admittedly. I don't think the introductory experience was very good, but I am nevertheless kind of intrigued by how it's overall going to play out. You know, the story was tropey, so that's not really grabbed me in any way, shape or form, but it's kind of a traditional Castlevania style storyline, isn't it, realistically? Demon King has returned and has a castle and blah 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 blah. So yeah, this has got some potential, but I think it's given a poor first impression based on that one navigational issue. Have we got any more information about this? When's it out? Is it out? Oh no, the game itself is actually out. So I don't know whether this was a NextFest demo or whether it was just a recommendation based on the fact that the game is now out. No, the game came out on the 15th of June. So I'm guessing this is one of the friend recommendations as opposed to... Yeah. Yeah, very torn. Very torn on this. But there is a demo, so try it for yourself. See what you think. I've certainly given it enough time, so I'm going to go. Thank you very much for sticking with that, I guess. Let me know down below. Have you tried it for yourself? What did you think? Did it take you forever to find that one pillar that you had to jump on? Or am I just blind? Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.